So unfortunately, the whiteboard, it looks like
Is it Wednesday?
it's the same one from yesterday.
Oh,
So if I were to delete all of yesterday, then we lose them. So just shove your bits at the bottom.
So you just hammer a line in there and
Yeah.
scribble in the date.
So some of the sessions I went to yesterday, there was one about identifying breakage in the daily ISOs that Gemma is leading. There's not much that's going to affect the kernel. They're just going to have a dashboard to relay the confidence level in the daily ISO because there was issues with people wasting cycles testing ISOs that were known as bad. We got our usual kernel config review. There's not much takeaway from that other than reviewing some miscellaneous inconsistencies in some of the configs. There was also the ARM server config optimizations, so that was mainly or guidance for them to go do some testing and see if there really needs to be any deviation in the existing configs. So then we're going to link back up in January. And then improving the weekly release meeting. The issue there is that it runs fairly long, an hour and a half, and most of the time people are just cutting and pasting their bits and then leaving. So to try to get more interaction, we're going to email the general information out Thursday prior and then focus on discussion of whatever information was circulated during the meeting, and hopefully that'll cut it down to 30 minutes. And then also Fridays after every milestone, the meeting won't be held, but the general information will still be emailed out. And then I think Steve went to this Ask Ubuntu, but then Steve just left because he had a conflict.
This one I wrote it. I was at the proposed test session. It was a press session after the one everyone was in with the certification team. They are basically wanting to have better health checks of the proposed kernel. So instead of just getting failure reports, you also get the test results also from the users from the certification tests or the QA tests. So the proposal there was after you install a new proposed kernel or a proposed package, you will have a checkbox inside the update manager where the user can check in, and if the user chooses in the update manager to test the proposed kernels, after the boot, you can have a notification prompting the user to test the kernel, run the QA and certification tests, and send the results to Launchpad so someone can see the results and make some statistics or just see the results of if you get, for example, 10,000 results that the kernel is good, we have some proof that the kernel is okay. So it's the same thing that they were saying at the next session where you were in about the testing of the proposed kernel.
And then Stefan, what's the CO at the bottom?
yeah. So that was the LXE development for the next cycle yesterday. I think for us it's mostly, there's two patch sets pending or being discussed upstream. One is to handle the shutdown battle by using signals, and the other is implementing user namespaces. I talked to Serge a bit after the presentation, and he would very much prefer to wait until the upstream versions are ready. Although I told him it would be better or good if he came with the current patch sets being under discussion and posted them to our mailing list, just for us to be aware of what is coming or what may come. I think the namespace changes, those could probably be a bit more delayed. Not sure how.
Does he think like with kernel then?
Yeah, it's going to go on that merge window. So we don't have to worry about it for a bit. One thing that we are gonna have to worry about is there's a fundamental architectural problem with network namespaces and containers.
Yeah.
So if you add an IP tables chain and you shut down the name, or shut down the container, it'll fault. Oops.
Because you're pulling
Right, is that
Pardon?
I said, because you're pulling the rug out from under it, but it's not that long. How hard do you think it'd be to fix it? That's one thing I missed.
It's a network layer issue. It's not in an individual filter, so it's gonna be like a fix in one place.
Okay.
It's mostly you don't call the filter remove before you've removed all of the chains.
So one reference counter, we're okay.
I think so.
Would that be related to just search came and then sending a link to an upstream discussion about XT recent or something, which oops is...
Yes.
Okay.
That's the one
Hmm.
that was exhibiting the problem. I was pursuing it for a while, but I couldn't figure out how to create a container simply and
No.
that chain.
Actually,
Golly, there's so much information on this stuff. None of it
no,
made
what
sense.
helped me is look for Stefan's
Yes.
page, which is sort of
Very,
simple.
yeah.
Okay, did anybody have anything else? No.
Or is everything going to?
Go over today's schedule. So I think in parallel to what our roundtable right now, there's some
Some stuff that got
That's for
scheduled that I wish wasn't there.
that I assume Andy thinks that he's at. After this, I think, Tim, you're having Steve go to this low latency kernel
Right.
archives.
Probably good.
Oh, the cloud power management, okay. I don't think there was much else in that 10 o'clock slot. At 11, possibly this LTS certification testing. Trivialization assumption.
I found yesterday something about discussion around new findings in SCAP MC behavior. Not sure what that was.
And at 12, we have the state of the kernel SRE cadence, assuming Tom and Brad will be at that. I don't know if this master git tree maintenance is,
That's OEM trees, I think.
Okay.
If that's Ike.
okay. And then this afternoon, gosh, there's not much.
Oh, let's go add to the community bickering. Wow.
Oh, I think maybe, there we go, text reboot, that was one I think Andy wanted to go to.
I think Andy's at a crash database one right now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's-
Power consumption.
Yeah, I'll be in
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
There,
It
right
moved
after
over to,
It's right after.
3 o'clock.
Okay. Is it the famous? That's the concept that we
master
all do.
That sounds like it's Ike's team and their
Kenny.
teams.
I'm telling you, much for much. It's last year. 6.
So I think that's it.
I can just pass you. head for the ARM roundtable then?
Cache database. Cache database.
Or setup? Please.
I've worked on it quite a bit. The guy that's
Okay.
building, Al Burkdell, he did the NVIDIA packaging. That's some other guys in the OEM team that have done a lot. The maintainer is the Dell guy. What's his name? Mario. Yeah, Mario Udell. Right. And he's here.
Okay. Okay. So there's some stuff on Wiki. I'm producing packages. It says it's in flux, being updated and changing. So I was wondering where to get a good description of exactly which way I should do it. Since you can do several ways.
I haven't really wanted a couple of years, to be honest. I was right at the edge when it was sort of productized, because I was in the process of booting NVIDIA out of the kernel.
So yes, it's very straightforward driver, but it's not so mainline.
Yeah.
But it's only there kind of transitionally until we fix it.
Right.
It won't use the space.
So that's the best way to keep it up to date with respect to the kernel API changes.
Yep. Yeah, there's that. That's got a McDSC thing. It's ridiculous. Install it DMS locally and then do a McDSC that builds a source package.
Okay. That's features we added to that one. To make a source package that way.
Seems odd.
Yeah.
Really what I want to
Just use external dipping commands, package me, build package, whatever it is. I get all wrapped in the script and I've long forgotten what the rooms are. I just have to go back and look.
Right. But a good one to look at would be the NVIDIA one.
Yeah.
Right.
It's probably the most complex one.
Okay.
Timo, is there something simpler? DKMS package, in space, it would be simpler, it would be like the Broadcom driver. BCM, WL,
I think I have some idea. Yeah. Okay. I'll have a look around that one. See what it looks like. Thanks.
There's a cached copy of the Ubuntu copy.
yeah, what do you change your, they may intercept it in Squid, right?
If you did the Ubuntu.
Yeah, if you just use the usual archive path, I think it gets intercepted.
And we got an upboot. I said.
I can test that theory here in just a second. Yeah, I'm just like, pow. Of course, we also got 155 megabit feed to the outside world. Yeah, rumor has it they got an 18-inch circuit just for that. I don't know if it's provisioned at that.
Feedback from last year.
Well, no, actually, they do it at every one. It's just more or less difficult depending on the facility.
Maybe that's what they did there again.
Well, yeah, there's lots of things back here. Just
Does
'cause-
everyone like it a lot?
Yeah, Orlando's kind of central in the States. It's the facility here is really good to work with, I guess.
Is that because
That's
of?
what it seems like the kind of place that would do conference as well.
Yeah. That's why we went back to Prague twice, and now we're going back to Budapest for the second time. For the same
Is that the next one?
The rally in January.
Okay.
Which is just a big sprint,
Yeah, it's pretty much just folks. Sometimes we get plugins
Yeah.
and stuff. I don't know, you guys might, you should talk to Rick about going if you think you need to.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, there's no reason not to. You guys are important in the cloud space.
Well, I've heard the mission is fun.
No, January 9th? Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, a lot of
It's going to suck.
We can take a train, bring you in. Yeah, we've got a guy that's prefers to ride a train wherever he goes, so he'll take an 18-hour train ride versus a 4-hour flight.
We have that, we have a guy who won't fly, so he took the QE2 to come here. 7 days.
Wow.
And he rides his bike from the airport too.
I love this guy. That's pretty
He's an interesting character.
clearly. QE too, kind of fun.
Hey, he said he had a lot of fun and wear tux to dinner, you know. I expect
He
it
must
was
be
fairly
British.
expensive. Yeah, he's British.
Yeah.
I think he's living in Cambridge now.
Oh, we should meet this guy.
And Paul Slayton.
Mm. Yeah, you don't need a car in Cambridge. I wonder if the QE2 puts out more carbon than an air flight over per person.
It's a relatively modern vessel, I think. It's christened 5 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was that like QE7 or something? The Queen's number 2, QE7, QE2.7.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I got really good response from the servers, so either they're catching locally or we just got a few toes to the archive.
It's not the best to the building results, so we need to catch.
Just got as a precise ISO.
Cool. How quick did that download?
So 15 weeks.
And dailies are not guaranteed to work that well.
It's okay, I'm through the VM, that's fine.
Let's get together with Andy, he's got some good ideas.
Yeah, I was talking with Andy and we thought, okay, it's good to make that a real discussion. Usually we forget when we have the first one.
Right.
But yeah.
I was actually,
Generally, yeah.
I'm gonna schedule an hour just for the team,
Mm.
either today or tomorrow. I mean, it looks like there's gaps and
Yeah.
stuff we don't have to go to, so maybe we can cover it then.
Right, yeah. Sounds like a good idea. I mean, generally, I think having it somehow broken into something sounds like a very good idea.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
way we're doing it just is not tenable. It's not gonna survive the next 18 months.
I mean, I already got, unfortunately not pushed, but I have a tree from the center. It's probably could get rebound.
Okay.
Pushed. Well, because I went crazy just to add something, and sometimes it didn't work that way. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
You guys thinking about Zen on ARM?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just 64-bit? You're gonna mess with,
I'm not sure actually.
I don't think there's CPU support for this, is there?
For Zen?
Yes.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, what they're doing is writing the support for a future platform, which is gonna have the ARM equivalent of VT enabled, so we can do hardware virtualization. They're not gonna bother writing old style pure PV
Right.
stuff. But there's ongoing work right now for that, which is exciting.
I was just reading some of the announcements, all these servers that are coming out.
Yeah.
The most interesting one is AMD's announcement. It's earlier this week. They're getting into the ARM server market.
Really? Why did I miss that?
They have working FPGA prototypes. They're actually running a kernel.
They're running on,
Yeah.
that's interesting. I finally got tired of being intelligible about it.
Well, and it makes sense because they have excess boundary capacity.
Mhm.
Because I don't think they're keeping up with Intel in terms of fabrication.
Kind of makes up with their, or makes sense with their APU idea as well, system on chip type stuff.
Yeah, so, guys keep that on the radar.
That's what we're
I think there's been some announcements this week from Zane, because there's something going on in Korea now. There's been some announcements there about support.
Yeah.